Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome back to another awesome edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we'll be discussing cultivating game studio leaders, strategies for developing a robust leadership pipeline, enhancing game development through targeted leadership training and integration techniques. In the rapidly evolving video game industry, the continuous development of leadership within a studio isn't just beneficial, it's essential for sustained success. Developing a leadership pipeline involves identifying and nurturing potential leaders from within your organization to ensure a steady supply of skilled managers and innovators for the future. This comprehensive guide explores effective strategies to build and maintain a leadership pipeline in a game development studio, ensuring your company remains competitive and innovative in the ever-changing gaming landscape. The importance of a leadership pipeline in game development. The concept of a leadership pipeline is crucial for game studios of all sizes. It ensures that as the studio grows, there is a clear path for career development for employees, which not only increases retention, but also maintains the studio's culture and strategic focus. Effective leadership development helps studios avoid the pitfalls of rapid scaling, such as dilution of game quality or mission drift, by ensuring that new leaders are well aligned with the company's values and objectives. Understanding the pipeline structure. Entry-level leaders, often team leaders or project managers who directly oversee small groups and specific projects. Mid-level leaders. These leaders manage multiple teams or significant studio functions and are responsible for larger strategic areas. Senior-level leaders, executives and top managers who guide the studio's overall direction, culture, and market position. Establishing the foundation for leadership development. The first step in creating a robust leadership pipeline is to establish the foundational elements that will support the growth and development of potential leaders within your studio. First, identifying potential leaders. Implement systems to help identify employees who have the potential to take on leadership roles. This might involve performance reviews, leadership potential assessments, and feedback from their peers and managers. Ensure that the identification process is inclusive, recognizing that diverse talents and leadership capacities across all employees, irrespective of their current level or function. Leadership competencies. Clearly define what leadership looks like at various levels within your studio. Common competencies might include strategic thinking, effective communication, resilience, and the ability to inspire and motivate others. Set specific developmental goals for potential leaders that align with these competencies, ensuring that there are measurable objectives to gauge progress. Implementing leadership development programs. With a clear understanding of who your potential leaders are and what skills they need to develop, the next step is to implement structured programs designed to foster these skills and prepare individuals for leadership roles. Mentoring and coaching. Pair potential leaders with experienced executives within the studio. These relationships can provide mentees with valuable insights into the decision-making process and the challenges of leadership. Invest in professional coaching for high-potential employees, focusing on developing specific leadership skills and addressing any areas of weakness. Training and education. Regular workshops or training sessions can be instrumental in developing leadership skills. Topics might include conflict resolution, strategic planning, team management, and effective communication. Support further education through courses, seminars, and conferences that focus on leadership and management. Consider partnerships with academic institutions or specialized training organizations. Hands-on leadership opportunities. Provide emerging leaders with opportunities to lead projects or initiatives. This gives them a chance to develop and demonstrate their leadership abilities in a controlled, measurable way. Offer assignments in different departments or teams to broaden potential leaders' understanding of the business and develop their ability to handle diverse challenges. Cultivating a culture of leadership. The environment within your studio plays a critical role in the effectiveness of your leadership development efforts. Cultivating a culture that values or promotes leadership growth can significantly enhance your pipeline. Leadership as a core value. Encourage employees at all levels to take initiative and demonstrate leadership, regardless of their official title or role. Regularly recognize and reward leadership behaviors. This not only motivates individuals, but also sets a precedent of what is valued within the organization. Feedback and evaluation. Implement regular feedback mechanisms that allow emerging leaders to understand their strengths and areas for improvement. Feedback should be constructive and include actionable advice. Integrate leadership development into the studio's performance evaluation process. This helps formalize the importance of leadership growth and aligns it with career advancement. Advanced development techniques for emerging leaders. To further refine and enhance their leadership qualities of potential leaders within a game studio, consider employing more specialized advanced techniques that focus on real-world applications and strategic leadership challenges. Leadership labs. Create an internal leadership lab where emerging leaders can tackle real, current problems facing the studio. These labs should encourage creative thinking, problem solving, and strategic decision making under guidance. Use these labs as a testing ground for potential leaders to apply their skills in a controlled environment that mirrors real-world challenges, providing immediate feedback and learning opportunities. Cross-functional team leadership. Involve potential leaders in cross-functional teams that require them to work outside their normal areas of expertise. This exposure broadens their understanding of the studio as a whole and enhances their ability to work effectively across departmental lines. Assign leadership roles within these teams, focusing on projects that intersect multiple areas of the game development process, such as integrating marketing insights into the development cycle or coordinating between art, tech, and narrative teams. Simulation and role-playing scenarios. Utilize simulations and role-playing exercises that mimic high-stakes leadership scenarios. These can range from crisis management situations to negotiation simulations with external vendors or other departments. These exercises help potential leaders develop critical thinking and quick decision-making skills, and allow them to experience the consequences of the decisions at a no-risk environment. Integrating leadership development in the studio operations. To ensure that leadership development is not viewed as a separate or occasional activity, but is integrated into the daily fabric of a studio's operations, it's crucial to implement systems and practices that make leadership growth a continuous process. Incorporate leadership goals in job descriptions. Include specific leadership development goals in job descriptions and performance reviews. This formalizes the expectation that leadership growth is a part of every employee's career path. Employees understand from the outset that developing these leadership skills is a core part of their professional growth and studio contribution. Create leadership development plans. Work with employees to create personalized leadership development plans that include short-term and long-term goals. These plans should be reviewed and updated regularly in one-on-one meetings with supervisors or HR. Personalizing plans ensure that leadership development is tailored to the individual's needs and career aspirations, making the process more effective and engaging. Leadership feedback loops. Establish a system where leaders receive regular feedback, not just from their superiors, but also from peers and subordinates. This can be facilitated through 360-degree reviews or regular feedback sessions. Multi-source feedback provides a more comprehensive view of an individual's leadership style and effectiveness, offering diverse perspectives that can guide further development. Final thoughts. Developing a robust leadership pipeline is critical for the sustainability and growth of any game studio. By employing advanced leadership development techniques and integrating these strategies into daily operations, studios can create a vibrant culture of continuous improvement that prepares individuals to lead effectively. Through targeted training, real-life application opportunities, and a structured support system, studios can ensure that they have a steady stream of capable leaders ready to take their projects and their teams to new heights. All right, and that's this week's episode of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for listening, and as always, thanks for being awesome.
Press Start Leadership.
And that's a wrap for today's episode, Press Starters. Before we go, I'm excited to share a bit about my indie game studio, Play on Words Studios. Our latest project, Shadow City Mysteries: A Clockwork Noir, is a captivating narrative adventure game that you won't want to miss. Head over to Steam to wishlist it now. Additionally, we're gearing up for an exciting crowdfunding campaign for our tabletop RPG book that's set in the same intriguing world. Join the pre-campaign and stay updated for all the latest news. Check the links in the show notes to wishlist Shadow City Mysteries on Steam and join our tabletop RPG book pre-campaign on BackerKit. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, keep pressing start on your leadership journey.